Okay, today we're going to learn how to use the pen tool. The pen tool creates electronic vector lines as well as all the other tools. Adobe Illustrator is known as a vector-based program. In a simple explanation of this program, we are creating electronic lines. Okay, let's get started. So make sure that when you choose your pen tool that down here in the swatches you have a stroke of black or a line of black with a fill of none. I always tell my students to start off in this format. Never a fill of white with a line of black. Always make sure that your fill is of a none. Okay, here we go. So let me just go ahead and create a Bezier curve. Okay, very simple. For me it is, at least. It does take a little bit of working with the pen tool. The cool thing about the pen tool is that it's really excellent for creating Bezier curves. Here I just created this simple wave. And just like all the other tools, since it's vector based, you have these little handles to manipulate your designed elements. So if I click on these little pixels here, or these open quads, you will see that they have handles on both sides. So if I pull this one up, it will pull up the curve. Pull it down, it will pull the other Bezier curve handle upward. And a lot of times you can create something very simple and make it very, very rough, and then you can come back here with your handles and adjust your Bezier curve to the shape that you want. Okay, another thing about working with the pen tool is that, of course, I just created a Bezier curve image. Let me go ahead and erase that. But you can create straight lines. If you hold your Shift key down, you can create a perfect right angle element. You can, when you create your element, you will be working in a combination of tools. You will be working with either your selection tool or your direct selection tool. And with the direct selection tool, you can adjust that area specifically. As you can see. So anyways, that's another tutorial. But anyways, the pen tool is an excellent tool to work with. It does take a lot of time to master it, but as you work with it, you'll start to get the characteristics of how it works. Okay, like so. What else can we say about the pen tool? There are other pen tools. If you hold on to the first pen tool and then for about 2 seconds you can go ahead and pull out these additional tools. Let me show you how these tools work. For instance, if I create with my Shapes tool a circle, I can use the plus pen tool here to add another handle. For instance, if I click onto the circle and click, I can create another handle. Let me just do this again here. Okay, it's not going to allow me to do that. There we go. Okay, now what you have is you have an additional handle on your shape. Okay, so that is one of the features of the plus pen tool. The minus pen tool very basically will take an area away or take an angle away. For instance, let me go back and get my Shapes tool. I'm going to go ahead and use just a rectangle tool to show you how that works. So I will get my minus tool, and if I click on, let's say here, you will notice that what it does is it takes away that handle. Okay, so now we have a triangle. And last but not least, this tool here, Convert Anchor Point tool. I call it the conversion shape tool, and I'll show you the reason why. So I'll just take a, let's say a rectangle, and let's say I want to curve the bottoms of, let's say, this rectangle. I want some kind of some shape or some configuration, as in like a serif on a type style. I can get this tool here and then go down to the very bottom of this rectangle and pull, and what it does is it creates a curve. And whatever I do on one side, I do on the other. So now we have kind of a configuration where we've taken a regular right angle and we've converted it into more of a shape. And once again, you can go ahead and use the direct selection tool to adjust it if you need to do that. On top of that, you are also working with Bezier curves. So all of these tools here, the regular pen tool, the plus pen tool, and the minus pen tool, and this convert to anchor point tool, all work based on Bezier curves. Okay, I think that's it for right now. Thank you for watching.